Hi and welcome to my channel, and if you are looking to set up a community interest company, you're in the right place. So this YouTube channel is full of great tips for how to set up a CIC, and in this video we're going to be covering how much does it cost to set up a CIC at the moment. So I'm going to be breaking down the basic costs, and I'm also going to give you a bunch of tips of how you can get different resources for free to help you set up the CIC, because I don't want you dipping too much into your pocket. I also want you to be able to recoup what you have put in very quickly. I know a lot of you are in jobs or you might be on universal credit, so this video is definitely for you to help you understand what this is going to cost you. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, and I've also got a new membership on this YouTube channel which you can join. It's only a few pounds, and it basically, if you love the videos here, then the videos there take it up to another level. I actually show you inside of application forms, help you actually fill in grant forms for like 20,000, 30,000. So it's a brilliant resource, so do go over and buy that. And if you want to find out more about my CIC setup packages, go over to my website. I have some free masterclasses that I do from time to time, and you can register for those. But also I have some packages that you can buy where I help you actually set up your CIC with you, help you write your first grant application form, and also I have long-term mentoring as well. So that side, let's get into it. So your number one cost that you will have when you set up a community interest company is you'll have to pay Companies House £65 to set up your CIC. So bear in mind that £65 is going to have to come out when you set up your CIC online on Companies House. Number two is insurance. You're going to need to get your insurance pretty quickly. You're going to need to get public liability insurance and director's insurance. Now that should come in at around £150. I've got a link in the description to a comparison site so that you can search for CIC insurance. It's a type of business insurance. It'll be public liability up to 5 million that you need, and also director's insurance. You will not need employers insurance because you're going to be hiring yourself largely as a freelancer. So you don't need to have employees if you don't want to. And number three, if you want to buy one of my CIC setup packages, they start from £499, where I set up your CIC for you. I've got a fantastic online course which breaks it all down, loads of resources, and I help you get your first grant pot as well. So you can go and buy that, as I said, links in the description. Now, I've got a special offer on for if you're on universal credit, because I feel passionately that everyone should be able to start a CIC, and I do recognise that people on universal credit are particularly financially restricted. So I've got a special package just for you, which is only £99, and I've also got some information that you can give to your job coach as well, to help you with that process of getting off UC and starting your CIC. So to do that, please go to my website and apply. There is a special button for that on my homepage where you can go and check that out. Now, so those are the main costs that you'll have to incur. Now, here's a bunch of tips for free things so you don't have to pay too much out of your own pocket. Number one is don't start a website. You want to put that in a project grant budget. So don't pay for one straight up, right? You don't need to. If you want to just start a temporary free website, just use Google Sites. Google Sites is free. You could just set up a basic one then, so you just kind of got a presence online without having to fork out. You could just buy the little domain name for like £10 or whatever, so that's not very much money, but don't fork out for a website. Next, use tools like Canva. Canva are fantastic. So if you need to design a logo, don't pay someone to do it. Go to Canva, design a logo in Canva. You can pick in there all of your sort of like your colors that you're going to use. You have like a color palette, which is going to help you with your branding. So you could do your logo. You could do a bunch of social media posts in there. So Canva is free to an extent. You can pay for Canva. So Canva is free to an extent, but when you go to the pro version of Canva, you'll have to pay for it. But once you're registered as a CIC, you can ask them for their free, because you're a not-for-profit. So you can ask for it to be waived, the fee. I understand it's a little bit challenging, and at first they'll say no, and then you've got to email them. What you've got to do is email them your articles of association that show you're limited by guarantee and that you are a not-for-profit. And then I have had people get Canva for free. So Canva is a great resource, fantastic for doing so much stuff in there that you don't have to pay graphic designers for or social media marketers for. So use that. And then on the subject of social media, as I said, don't pay for the website. You can always just have your social media. So the first thing you should be doing is setting up a Facebook page, an Instagram page. And I do recommend to start using Facebook groups as well. So you wouldn't call your Facebook group your CIC name. Instead, you'd use it as like a hook to get your community in. So you might just start a locals page. You might start like a page for parents or whoever your target group is that you're wanting to communicate with your CIC. Start a Facebook group and try to grow it. Invite parents on it or young people on it, whatever. Bear in mind, a lot of young people aren't on Facebook, so that's not always the best place for them, but like hitting parents and stuff is definitely good for that kind of age group. So definitely utilize all of the social media tools because they're all free. You can even list events on Facebook rather than Eventbrite, which charges you. So again, if you want to do like a taster event or something, just do it on Facebook, start the event there. You can you have like a ticket system all free on that, and then you can just spread it and promote it yourself on your social media without paying for ads. You can do a lot without paying for ads. I run my entire business without paying for ads. Like, you don't need to. And then you could get an Outlook email for your CIC. So again, don't pay for an email address, just get an Outlook one for your CIC. So your CIC name at outlook.com is absolutely fine, or Gmail or whatever. Then use some of the other features that Google has, for instance, Google Drive, Google Docs. So Google Docs is basically a free version of Word and Excel. So those are all free resources. You can manage a lot of that on your phone without even having a laptop. So I hope that helps, all of those little tips there. And if you need any more help setting up your CIC, do come over to my website and make sure you subscribe to this page and the new membership.